Hi, welcome back to our next drawing exercise. Today, last time we did blind contour. Now we're doing continuous contour, which means the contour is still the same. We're still drawing the lines, the outlines, and the details that we use lines to show in our drawing. Instead of blind, instead of not looking at what we're drawing, instead, the thing that we're focusing on is a continuous contour. So a line that doesn't end. We're never lifting our marker from the paper. And that's going to keep our eyes engaged, and it's going to keep us from the impulse to like stop and erase and stop and erase and stop and erase. Because that's keeping you from really looking closely and getting in a groove of drawing. The point of this, again, is not to make the most beautiful image, the most perfect image ever. The point of this is to train our eyes to look closely and to translate that to our hand. And that takes practice. So you're going to use your hand again because it's here and it's got all these interesting lines and shapes. And you've got your marker. Again, we're not using a pencil. You can draw on whatever you have, an old worksheet, newspaper, a sketchbook that you have, whatever you have around that's paper. And I'd like you to do 2 5-minute continuous contour. I'm not going to make you watch me for all 5 minutes, but I'm going to get you started on this so that you can see. So the idea here is to have your hand in an arrangement that is interesting to look at. Nothing just that flat. That's boring. But any way that you want to bend your fingers to create an interesting viewpoint, that's great. You want to be able to, this time, have your image near where your paper is so that I can look from one to the other without having to move my head. If I was over here and then I'm here and then I'm here and then I'm here, a lot gets lost between those two, oddly enough. All I have to do is bounce my eyes, watch my eyes. One, looking at my hand, looking at my paper, looking at my hand, looking at my paper. That's a really efficient and helpful way for you to observe and then to translate without having to do a lot of in-between steps. Okay, so I have this set up. Set my timer for 5 minutes. And I'm not going to lift my pen. Here we go. So I'm moving slowly. I'm only moving my pen as slowly as I'm moving my eyes. And I'm following the edges with my eyes and letting my eyes bounce back and forth between what I'm drawing and my paper. Now there are these little like lines and wrinkles that I missed, so I'm going to come back here. I want to kind of add them back in. So I trace back over what I've drawn so that I can come back to that area without picking up my marker. That's the tricky part. Okay, I've got that little cut through. I'm going to come up here and my next finger begins way up here. So I'm continuing to go, continuing to bounce my eyes back and forth, finding those edges. I think I need to come over here a little bit more. It's coming down here. This one needs to go out. You can slow down if ever you feel like, oh, I don't know where I'm supposed to be. Just slow down a little bit. Look a little closer. So you get the idea here. I'm not going to make you continue watching me. I'm going to keep the video going, but if you are ready, if you feel like you got the idea, you can stop now and jump right into your drawing. 2 5-minute continuous contour drawings, and I'd like you to submit an image of the one that you like the most to me. Again, not for me to grade how accurate it is, but just to see that you did it. Now, mine didn't turn out exactly the way I'd expect maybe, but I'm okay with that. I like the quality of the line that I get from this. It's bold, angular, because it doesn't have that hesitancy of me trying to make sure that it's perfect. It's just I'm putting that line down there and letting it be. It feels more lively that way. A little less accurate, but a little more lively. I had to make an adjustment over here since I've got some time. Okay, that's my 5 minutes. And here is my finished continuous contour hand drawing. See you next time.